Hi, I'm Howard Yim.
And I'm Will.
And I'm Brett Sherman, and we will be presenting to you the 2011 Tenafly High School Team B Ozone Generator for the New Jersey Chem Olympics.
First of all, we'll start off by showing you how we're going to start the experiment. Right here, we have two test tubes filled with potassium chlorate, and they produce oxygen gas. The oxygen gas travels through these two tubes and are transferred to two insulated polyethylene tubing. The polyethylene tubing has 4 copper stripped wires inserted into them. 2 of the copper stripped wires are connected to this Tesla coil, which is a resonant transformer, and 2 of the copper wires are hooked to these grounding wires, so for our safety. When the ozone is created, it passes through these 2 tubings, and then eventually it is bubbled through this beet juice.
We have now turned the ozone generator on, and we will continue with the explanation.
So let's go through how this works. As the potassium chlorate decomposes, O2 molecules are given off into the polyethylene tubing. We have a spark gap between the first 2 and the last 2 copper wires. We're sending high voltage electricity through the spark gap, and this dissociates some of the O2 molecules running through the tubing. This produces oxygen-free radicals that are highly reactive, and these will react with the other O2 molecules inside the tubing, thus producing O3, which is then bubbled into the beet juice, where it reacts with a pigment called betaine.
Now I'm going to take over with my discussion of the chemistry behind this. So, O3 molecules are able to go through a special process called ozonolysis. Now this is a copy of the molecule betaine. This is where the ozonolysis takes place, at the carbon-carbon double bond. At this point, the ozonolysis will split this bond in half, creating 2 separate molecules. As these molecules are no longer a red pigment, the color in the betaine is completely bleached, leaving a clear solution. Now let's come back and take a look at the generator and see it working. As you can see, there is bubbling over here as the decomposition of the potassium chlorate leads the oxygen to travel through the tubes and into the generator itself. There is, of course, some smoke here because it is extremely hot, but this does not interfere at all with the experiment, and it does not interfere at all with the beet juice in the bottle. Now let's jump forward a couple minutes to the end of this experiment and see the results. As you can see, after 6 minutes, there was a drastic color change, and after 8, this would have been completely clear.